everyone, we're going to factor these two problems here. Now the first one's a trinomial, and sometimes they're the hardest ones to factor, especially when the lead coefficient is not 1. What I know is when I factor this, I'm going to have to put it in two quantities here. And I know my factors of 3 are 3 and 1. So I'm going to go ahead and put 3c here and 1c here. You could switch it out. I also know this is negative. So I know one of these is positive and one of these is negative. And I know my factors of 35 are 35 and 1 and 7 and 5. Usually, not always, but you use the ones that are closer. So if I put a 7 here and a 5 here, one of these has to be negative. I have a positive here, so I want the bigger number, so that would be 3 times 7 is 21. So I'm going to want it to be bigger than 5 times c. So that's going to be negative. And you can always check this by foiling it back. But what we really are concerned with is this middle term. So let's check it. This gives me 21c minus 5z, which gives me 16c. So we did it correct. There are different formulas for doing this. I find that the more you try to do this mentally, the better your factoring skills will get. So in case you put the 5 here and the 7 here, you would have checked it and it wouldn't have worked. And it gives you a better frame for mental math. All right. So this is we already know that the first terms work and the last terms work because we did that here. And always when you're doing the last number, always try to get the numbers kind of close together. Sometimes, usually that works. Sometimes you're going to have to get the numbers farther apart. So that would be your answer there. Now, the next one, it's not a trinomial. It's a binomial with degree 6. It's an even number. I also notice I can factor out a 2 here. And if I factor out a 2, I'm going to get 81 x to the 6 minus 49. So I checked with my first step for guidelines for factoring. I noticed that 81 is a perfect square, and so is 49. So I can rewrite this as 2 times 9 x cubed squared minus 7 squared. And I did that because the 3 times 2 gives you the 6. So since we have A equals 9x cubed and B equals 7, I can use my difference of 2 squares and use this formula here. So this is, don't forget your 2, keep your 2 there. So you're going to have 9x cubed minus 7 times 9x cubed plus 7. And that is your final answer. Thank you. Have a nice day. Bye-bye.